Welcome back to What's New Wednesdays, where we explore the newest developments popping up right here in Redmond, Oregon. I'm Amanda, and every week I hit the road to check out fresh construction. I do the research. I come back to you and tell you what's coming or what's new coming into town. And today we are on the corner of Helmholtz and Wickiup, and we are standing with a lot of dirt. And we're going to talk about the new subdivision that's coming to this area. Okay, so the actual address for this property is 3758 Southwest Helmholtz Avenue. And January 8th of this year, they got the final okay and permit to start a master plan 32 lot subdivision with associated improvements. So associated improvements are going to mean water, bringing the sewer in, making driveways, things like that. The plan is to do single family homes. This was in UH10, so an urban holding property, but they petitioned for it to become residential, and they got it approved. So as you can see, they've already started working. Oops, let's figure out how to zoom in. You can see associated improvements right there with the sewer. But yeah, Redmond is starting to expand. So it's a lot of the outskirts of Redmond used to be urban growth boundaries, but we've started to push those, and Southwest Redmond is popping. If you want to know something funny, I just drove around in the weirdest circle. Sort of like a daisy if you were drawing it on a piece of paper. And it was such an awkward drive that my kid called me and asked me what I was doing. And I had to tell him, I'm out filming YouTube videos. But I do realize that I'm in a weird little pattern right now. So all of us parents get Life 360 to track our kids. Just know they're tracking you as well. And so with that said, I drove around in a weird little pattern to wind up right where we started. But so pretty. Okay, so you might be thinking, Amanda, you look different. Why do you look different now here in the random middle of a video? And that is because that location that I just had you at, absolutely wrong. So when I was doing some research today on a different project, I realized that the reason I was having difficulty finding the other location is because I was in the absolute wrong place. So we are standing at 4300 Southwest Exro Avenue here in Redmond, and there is an active land use notice right now for this piece of property. It sits right in between two beautiful homes here on the Southwest Heights in Redmond. As I showed you earlier, we have amazing mountain views, and they are hoping to start or put in a potential, do you hear the thunder? I don't know if you can hear that. Can you see the dark skies? It really does not pick it up on this camera. But put in a potential housing development here, about 19 homes. The original ask was for 18 homes, but they put in another ask to say, hey, can we make the lot sizes a little bit smaller and add one more home? The purpose of that, I do not know. But it would be potentially called Stella Estates. And again, here in Southwest Redmond off of Exro, on the top of what we call the Heights. As you're coming down, amazing mountain views, but you'd have to cut down some trees to find those. So, different day, different Amanda, but correct location this time on Stella Estates. Also, I knew Redmond, or even just Central Oregon, was a very dog-friendly town, but this night solidified it. I've seen at least 12 people walking their dogs. Oh, I think I missed my road. All these detours. And Sam, if you're watching this, I should have stopped you. You were out on a run with your puppy, and I saw you. I'll reach out. We can have lunch soon. But yeah, if you want to know if we are dog friendly here in Central Oregon, that is a most definitely yes. This next one that I'm going to show you will likely have to be a drive-by, mainly because of where it's located and no real place to park and show you. But U Avenue from the roundabout to the highway has quite a few homes that have gone up for sale over the last year. Some of them sold, some of them have come off the market, but there were 2 manufactured homes that sold, 2 separate lots. The one I'm going to show you is 2516 Southwest U Avenue. It was a manufactured home. Oh, I wonder if I can get this. Look at all these people walking. People living their best lives. Walkers. And then walkers with the dogs. Oops. I just love Redmond during the winter time. Or I mean during the summertime. During the winter time it's a little depressing, I will admit. But that's me because I like to be outside where it's warm. And during the winter time it can get cold here. I'm not a cold weather person. Okay, but sidetrack. So 2516 Southwest U Avenue was a manufactured home, and they knocked down the manufactured home. They've started construction on a 4-plex. So it's going to be 2 stories tall, a total of around 4,600 square feet, so around 1,100 square feet per unit is what they're aiming for, a little over. I think it was like 1172 when I calculated it out. And my best assumption is that the manufactured home pretty much across the street that sold after being on the market for almost a year is likely going to be that as well. These lots were commercial and residential, so prior there was a plumbing company that was there, so the lot has a lot of options that you can do with it. It's not just residential. But yeah, so we are going to take you by and do a little drive-by shot of the lot that's getting turned into a 4-plex. It's going to be right next to another section of, I think there's two 4-plexes on the lot right next to it, and those have been there for a while. But semi-cool location, especially with everything happening at our fairgrounds. Because that traffic can get crazy if you go to anything, and this location would make it pretty easy to walk to it. So you can beat all the traffic and just walk home. But we're coming through. I'll actually take you with me so you can see some of Redmond. Or, well, the back end. So this is Canal Boulevard, the roundabout. We have great roundabout art. It's the mountains. There's things on the inside as well. Oh, jeez. That home just recently sold. Then, coming up, I don't think you can miss it. There's a porta potty. Da, 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 da. Okay. Oh, make you sick. That's the other one that sold. But as you can see, location-wise, easy access to the highway for Bend, and when you drive under this underpass, and just up on the other side is where the fairgrounds are. So, like I said, easy walk, lots of things going on, and I would prefer it, especially Farewell Festival, which is one of the few things that I actually do at the fairgrounds because traffic is so hectic. Is like mid-July, and last time Weston and I did that, we drove and we were in that parking lot for about 4 hours, like not moving. We ended up having to like off-road a little bit to get into a line that was moving because I was about ready to sleep there overnight. But we just crossed over and now you're at the fairgrounds. See how quick that is? Okay, now our next stop is going to be 900 Northwest Purcell Way. Standing out at 900 Northwest Purcell Way here in Redmond, Oregon. This is a current active land use notice. They're wanting to try to bring it out of urban holding and into residential so that they can break it off and create a subdivision. Woohoo! So what they're saying that they want to do is a master plan 2-phase residential subdivision that's going to consist of 99 townhomes, 2 quadplex lots, and 1 triplex lot. So this is currently located on the